Everybody loves somebody sometime. Oh, hey there, folks. I hope you're doing well, and well, I've got quite the show for you today. It's a message from the front. That's right, the war rages on against the zombies, and now more than ever, they need our help. Uncle Sam was kind enough to send us a video, and now we're going to show it to you. So sit back, ignite the fire in your heart, and prepare to do your part. I'm doing mine. Are you? Roll tape. The war is still on. The brave men and women who make up this nation have continued to fight despite all odds against them. Now those are some real heroes. In West Point, we stand strong where we've made our stronghold. Want to know more? Here's Major Hunk. I'm Major Hunk, your commander and leader, and it's my job to not only keep the people here safe, but to help them rebuild and thrive in this dark night. Behind me is our civic center, the Knox Bank that has been remade into our first fortress against the undead hordes. But now things have gotten much better. Behind me stand our Mendies and our Greens, both of which have served the community for years as a place of equipment and food and water. Communal in nature, access is filtered in so that people never have to worry about starving ever again. And now the people of West Point never have to worry about running out of food, water, or bullets ever again. And I'm proud to say that we're not only surviving, but we are thriving. Hello there, fine citizen.
Hello there.
And over here it is ran by our wonderful Grant, as a man in charge of our entire operations inside the Mendies. Grant, how are our supplies looking today? Well, the only reason we say stove stocked up is because of people like you who know how to run logistics. No, thank you for helping keep West Point fed, clothed, and armed. We're thriving here today, people. And what about food in the apocalypse? Luckily, we have a communal food supply at the Greens. Our wonderful Waylon is the soup kitchen chef extraordinaire here, making sure that the people of West Point's bellies stay filled. What's on the menu today, Waylon? Now, mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Even now, people are waiting to fill their pantries with the next batch of groceries, grown by our wonderful farmer here, Hillard.
Hey, well, they call me a farmer, but I'm actually a
Good job, West Point. Good job, Hillard. Keep up the good work. What about armor and clothing? We don't expect people to fight in rags, and we won't let them. Thanks to a domestic production and repair, we can ensure our armor is both tough and our clothes are warm. Now let's go say hi to Ray, our friendly armorer who we thank every day. And it looks like we've walked into the middle of a dispute about price. What seems to be the issue here, Ray? Nothing you can't handle? Whoa, now hold on, Daryl. Now you know that, like Dress to the 90s, Ray's store also puts a high quality on not only the make of the armor, but the fashion of it too. With quality like this, you should pay Ray what he's owed. Exactly, because good quality deserves a good price, and you can find that here. And hey, Ray, thanks for the new armor. The last time I got shot, I barely felt it. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, everybody. Ray's certainly doing his part. Are you? Now I want to introduce some of Kentucky's finest fighters. This is the mighty Kentucky First. Formed from the ashes of this disaster, this group is made up of some of the hardened survivors who have seen some of the worst fighting in the dark zones. These soldiers who are ready to defend West Point and its people with their life, led by the best men that you could ever ask for. Sergeant, you live up to your name and do this unit proud, and I am more than happy to have you as my sergeant. Good work to you and good work to the rest of you.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you, Goodman, and thank the rest of you for helping keep West Point safe. We need more people like you, and the world needs more people like you. Would you like to know more on how to join? All right, come on there, Charles. Thank you for helping me carry that camera around. Now, West Point is not only a well-fortified city, but it is a beautiful city full of an industrious amounts of people. Why, just over here, we have an industrious type. Look at this. I'm not even sure how people managed to make this happen, but, well, I'm proud to say that they're a West Point citizen. And I'm even more proud of the building up ahead. That is the militia headquarters. Designed as a civilian defense force, its leader, Daryl, is not only a good man, but a great pancake cook. Daryl, how's it going? Everything okay? And that is great to hear. Now Daryl here is somebody special. Not only is he our militia leader, but, like I said before, he makes the best pancakes this side of the Ohio. Are those blueberry? They're honey pancakes. Well, those are my favorite. Thanks, Daryl. We can all sleep more soundly knowing you and yours are here. Thanks, everybody. Now, our lovely town has managed to hold itself against the darkness for now 4 years. The year of this broadcast that you're hearing it is 1997. And as of now, this date of January 2nd, we are still holding and still thriving. What about the defense of West Point? We need weapons, we need ammo. How are we going to deal with that? Easy. Behind me is Daryl's gun store, the one-stop shop for all the ammo and guns you might need. Now we don't need to worry about the domestic production of guns or ammunition. How's it going, Daryl? Now I can already tell that the stocks are looking mighty fine based on what I see. Well, Daryl, you know what? We really appreciate what you do here for West Point. It's thanks to people like you that we can continue to defend and push against the undead. Not only are we surviving against them, but we are winning against them. Keep it up, and the war needs you, and the war needs all of us. Industry has driven America forward since our nation's birth, and it continues to do so now. In front of me is a dealership, in which we are able to maintain a fleet of vehicles thanks to our industrious man named Almond. No relation to the tree nut. I mean, look at these fine automobiles, especially this one over here. This, anybody with a brain can recognize the dash. Thanks, Uncle Sam. Thanks for letting us have some comfort back. And a soldier can't fight on an empty stomach, and that's why a concentrated effort between survivors of all walks of life is required for victory against the undead. Operation Victory Gardens is a callback to our greatest generation, the struggles they faced, and the willpower they showed during it. Thanks to people like Hillard here and everyone else who assists on the farm, we can be sure that West Point will never go hungry before we starve those undead bastards out. The war of attrition? We're winning that. Hill, how are things looking? What's the harvest look like this year?
Always good. I'm just harvesting the apples. Daryl actually is helping out.
Oh, look at Daryl, the Renaissance man, the militia-leading farmer gun maker. Thanks, Daryl. And see, that's exactly the kind of attitude that you can expect out of the people of West Point. Because here, we're surviving and we're thriving. And now West Point isn't just a place where people can expect to be able to live a safe and secure life, but also one where they can expect leisurely activities to be abundant. Things like riding around town with your friends, or even just stopping to have a quick bite to eat or have some fun at the Gambino arcade. But the most important thing of all that West Point really does have is the friendships. We interrupt this propaganda for an important announcement. Feeling a little down and craving some of the old world? Well, West Point is proud to say that we are the home of the Mason Grand Casino. This remodeled hotel serves as the perfect spot for all your leisure needs. Enjoy a nice night out with your friends, dancing and having a good time like we used to. The Mason Grand Casino, the luckiest place in West Point. Now back to your propaganda. Aside from friendship and other things, one of the most important things that you need in order to survive is medical personnel and supplies. And well, thanks to our robust medical team, we definitely have that. Not only do we have the ability to care for people and treat injuries, but we can take care of long-term chronic injuries as well. We are a country built on helping people, and that continues to this day. Hey Doc, hey medical team. And one thing that you definitely need to have in your survivor compound or your settlements is somebody who knows the ins and outs of, well, you. Well, Doc, we appreciate all the work that you do and the continued effort that you show to not only keeping the people of West Point safe, but keeping them knowledgeable about the dangers that they may face in the apocalypse. So thank you, Doc. You're a real lifesaver. I want to point out that some of the comforts of the pre-war have not completely gone away. One major thing is, well, Julia's restaurant. The remodeled Spiffos here serves as a fine dining establishment. Here we sort of throw away the notion of fast food and instead enjoy a nice meal with the people we care about. Now, Julia, what's on the menu today? Scratch what I said about maybe somewhat fast food. We have deluxe quicker foods. Pizza, nuggets, and more. Now see, that's the kind of comforts that you can expect in West Point and the rest of the Heartland settlements. Fresh food and good times. When you sit here in Julia's restaurant, you close your eyes, you're transported back. And that's exactly what we want. Thank you, Julia. Thank you for not only keeping our bellies full, but our hearts. And we don't need to worry about our outside defense. With the effort, we have set up multiple checkpoints along the perimeter to ensure key locations act as chokeholds. This here is known as the LV Bridge Checkpoint. It serves as our first line of defense against hordes that make their way into LV. Even now, our fight against the Undead does not stop. The war rages, and we are sending more and more men into LV and the surrounding areas using the might of the U.S. military to secure our safe zones, both the domestic ones in West Point and further forward operating base deeper into Kentucky. Look, there go some of them right now, making their way to secure more supplies and the future for those in West Point. Good luck, boys! Our hearts are with you. Now, we can always use more fine men and women, and if you're hearing this broadcast and can get yourself to Kentucky, then stop hiding from the undead, stand up and dust yourself off, and remember that this is our nation and the people need us more now than ever. If you're able to fight, then fight them with everything you've got. I'm doing my part.
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 Are you? Hi, welcome back to the studio, everyone. Now that was some moving footage. I can tell that we're not only fighting, but winning against these zombies. Somebody loves you, and that somebody is me, and I want to thank everyone for doing their part and continuing the effort to survive in this dark night. Special thanks to everyone who helps make it happen, and to everyone hearing this message, take up arms and join us. Want to know more?